Pinocchio Part 1, adapted by Erin Wilcox from the writing of Carlo Collodi, illustrated by Irina Patti. Once upon a time, a piece of wood lay in the shop of a poor old carpenter, Geppetto, for there was a carpenter named, had got a notion to carve this piece of wood into the puppet, which he hoped would fetch enough money to buy him a supper. No sooner he applied his tool to the wood than a voice rose up right of it. "Ouch! Do not strike me so hard!" Geppetto paused, but thinking this was a trick of his mind, he continued to sail and craft. No sooner had the crossed a pair of legs and puppet kicked him in the shins quite sharply. "Ouch!" said Geppetto, but thinking the marionette must have a slim scraps. The carpenter proceeded to carve the puppet eyes. Only those eyes openly did Geppetto understand some magic was afoot. "Who are you?" the puppet asked, and Geppetto told him his name. "Are you my father?" it asked. "I suppose so," said Geppetto, "if a puppet can have a father." "What are these?" asked the puppet, looking down at its knees, and so Geppetto explained about legs and all the uses. The puppet bent its new legs back and forth, then stood and soon was running all about the small ground floor room, quick as a cat. "Slow down, you make me dizzy," said Geppetto, but the puppet laughed and ran in circles. "Wouldn't you like a name?" Geppetto asked at last. The puppet stopped. "Yes, I must have a name, an even better one than yours." When Geppetto told about all the children he knew who did well for themselves, he remembered one boy particularly bright smile and a good heart. "Pinocchio will be your name," he said, "and you will behave like a boy, like a good boy, and go to school every day." "Of course," said Pinocchio, knew nothing about school, so Geppetto proceeded to tell him while Pinocchio settled on the workbench and contemplated his father's words. "I should like to go to school and learn to be good," he said last, "but I haven't any spell book, and I have no money to buy one," said Geppetto. Pinocchio grew very sad then. He began to mew and moan. Suddenly Geppetto stood up from his workbench and grabbed his coat. "Stay where you are, dear Pinocchio. I will return as quick as I can." Then he let Pinocchio eat alone. After what seemed like a terribly long time, Geppetto returned, a spelling book in hand and no coat at all on his back. "Here you are, son," he said, placing the book on the table. Pinocchio noticed Geppetto rubbing his bare arm. "Papa, your coat, what happened?" "I have sewn it," said Geppetto. "Why, Papa?" Geppetto shrugged. "Because, well, I found it too hot." Pinocchio understood then that Geppetto had sold his only coat to buy him a book. "Oh, thank you," said Pinocchio, throwing his arm around the old man's neck and kissing his cheek. "I'll be the best boy in the whole school." "You are not a boy at all," Geppetto laughed. "Still, I'm glad you're my son." The next morning Pinocchio followed the children through the snow, noting he not grant how every one of them had some kind of coat on. He himself did not feel cold, so he skipped along, considering all the clothes he could buy Geppetto once he had learned to be clever. But as he returned at the corner, young Pinocchio heard the call of melodious pipe and stirring drumbeats, and was filled with longing. Turning away from the children, he thought, "Perhaps I will go to school tomorrow," and let the music lead him to the festival theater, where people had lined up outside. "What does the sign say?" Pinocchio asked the woman line. "You blockhead," She replied, "It's a great marionette snow today. Admission 2 pence." Pinocchio grew frantic, for he did not have 2 pence. "I must get in," she cried out. "Oh, I'd get anything." Hearing him, a peddler approached said in a most cajoling voice, "How about I give you 2 pence for the spelling book?" Pinocchio took 2 pence from the peddler, open palm, and with hardly a thought for his poor shivering father, handed over the spelling book. Inside, people sat rows of pen before the raised stage, laughing at the marionette, who danced and jumped on the end of a long string. One looked at Pinocchio, however, walking into the theater without any string at all, and the marionettes ceased to play their part. They began at first to whisper, then to shout. A burly man with a long black beard and heavy whip stepped on stage. He cried his whip, pointing at the handle of Pinocchio. "You showstopper, over here!" Finding his leg quite shaky, Pinocchio climbed up on stage as he'd been told. A burly man, whose name Fire Eater, grabbed Pinocchio by his nose. "You'll keep the whole worm tonight," he said, and slung the poor puppet onto the shoulder, carrying him backstage to the furnace. The marionette quivered, and cried sympathy as Fire Eater raised Pinocchio up to throw him in the flames. "Papa, please help save me!" Pinocchio cried it. At this, Fire Eater paused, then his knee. "Oh, that's a good sign," said one of the marionette. "For the knee, that means he bites you." Fire Eater sneezed again. "Bless you!" Pinocchio said. "Who is the papa you speak of?" Fire demanded. Pinocchio told him about Geppetto, who had brought him to life and sold his coat to buy him a spelling book. Despite his hot-tempered Fire Eater did not have so very bad a hurt. Upon hearing Pinocchio's description of his papa, he handed over 5 gold pieces and said, "Bring this to your poor good father and don't delay." "Oh, thank you!" Pinocchio cried it, and waving goodbye he left the theater once and for without so much as a stroke mark on him. Soon he skipping merrily down and learned to quite home. He had hardly made it to the lamp-post when he met a fox with a lame foot and a cat with who blind in both eyes. The two animals landed on one another like good companions for misfortune. "Good afternoon, Pinocchio," said the fox. "But how you know my name?" Pinocchio asked. We are friends of your father," said the cat. "Then you'll be happy to learn the gift he's about to receive, Pinocchio," and he jangled 5 gold pieces in his pocket. The fox stepped closer. "The sound like a fresh sun. Couldn't you light double it?" "Surely, but I haven't time for delays," Pinocchio replied. "I must get home to Papa," said the cat. "With twice as much you could buy anything Geppetto needs, and whatever you need too. 500 times as much. It won't really complicate this," said the fox. "Quite so," said the cat. "But how?" asked Pinocchio. The fox's eye got very big, and his voice dropped to a whisper. "A field of wonders," he said. "If anyone planted a gold corn there, and watered it with 2 pails of water and 2 pinches of salt, in the morning he will find trees with gold corn for blossom." "However many corn you have," said the cat, "that's how many trees you grow at harvest, and every tree bears 100 corn," added the fox. Pinocchio clapped his hand. "Dear friend, I must see this field of wonder. Won't you please take me there at once?" "Certainly," said the cat, and they blindfolded Pinocchio and led him away.